Hi, I'm Chris Michael with this week's 4 for 4, and it is a very special broadcast here today, as today, this very day that we're recording this segment, it is my son's 11th birthday. My wife and I couldn't be prouder of our son Connor. He's just a great, great kid, and to pay tribute to him today, we're going to use as our theme his favorite activity, the whole Five Nights craze that's out there, the videos, the games, the books. We're going to use that as our theme here on today's 4 for 4 in tribute to my son Connor and the great person that he is. Now, I have to admit I'm not too familiar with the whole Five Nights thing. I really don't know too much about it, I have to admit, but you know, our great crew here, they are very up on it. They know all about it, and so they told me it's something involving a cute, cuddly teddy bear and some classic music, and so I'm sure there's nothing alarming or out of the ordinary that will appear on today's blogcast. So with that said, let's check out this week's top sports stories. District 11 football chair Jason Zimmerman, along with Gary Laubach and Keith Groller, were on SportsTalk recently to give their thoughts on the new PIAA classifications, along with their thoughts on the current alignments of the EPC and Colonial Leagues.
All in all, though, we had a great run last year in the playoffs. I can tell you, you went out in the field and asked any one of those kids if they didn't want to be there. Man, they love playing another week of football.
I hate the way the EPC is set up. I mean, I just think it's silly the way the northern teams that cannot compete with the southern teams have a league of their own, and because they play each other, one of them, two of them are going to have a terrific record. I don't like the fact that there are 6 classifications. I understand that people will say, well, it gives kids more opportunity to play in big games. So what?
The 18-team EPC. And I've yet to meet one person, really. And even some of the people who put this thing together are now backing off. I've yet to meet one person who says, boy, I really like this league. I really like the fact that we included the 6 Monroe County schools. I really like going up there. No one has said that. Not up there. And I've dealt with those people or down here.
To hear more thoughts on this topic, plus other local sports issues, you can hear the Sports Talk podcast online. Go to the RCN-TV website, click on the Sports tab, scroll down to RCN Sports Talk, and then check out all of our recent shows. Point 2. Philadelphia 76ers preseason is in full swing with a lot of new faces in camp, looking to set goals along with defining roles for themselves with their new organization.
Hopefully just everybody giving it their all, just to make, not only just for the team, but to make everybody better and give yourself and other people the best chance to showcase their talents. So, I mean, coming on to workouts and training camp, just coming out and giving it your all, just to see how far we need to go before the first game and everything like that.
We're such a passive team. There's not one selfish guy on the team, and we have a lot of guys that can play different positions from like the 4 to 5. You know, you got Ben that can play point, power forward maybe. It's like so many different spots, and just for us to acclimate and put it together, I think it's just going to be great for us, you know what I mean, because nobody's selfish on this team. Nobody has no vendettas, you know, pretty much.
In terms of, you know, my conditioning and my ability, you know, especially after going around and playing with various teams, there's no doubt in my mind that I can play in this league and I can still contribute and contribute a lot, both on and off the court.
So every time I was in touch with them, you know, the coach also, Brett Brown and Colangelo also, they trying to help me every time, every day, you know. I'm ready to do everything for this team, you know. My first goal is to work every day, to get better and better every day.
Keep watching Sports Talk each week for more 76ers interviews on what promises to be a big year for Philadelphia basketball fans. And, that's funny. Where's that music coming from? That's odd. Oh well. Point 3. Time for this week's RCN Sports Talk Coaches and Media's High School Football Poll, listing the top 5 teams in the RCN viewing area among the bigger schools, including Class 5A and 6A in the RCN Lehigh Valley viewing area. And here's a look at the top 4 teams in our smaller schools classification poll, featuring schools Class A through 4A. For more information on our polls and our voters, go to the Sports Talk shop at rcn.com/RCN-TV. And now, our Pick 4 matchups of the week, with media members selecting their picks to win in 4 key contests for this weekend. The Parkland football team is off to a perfect 7-0 start with 3 weeks left in the regular season. Our SportsTalk cameras were out and about talking to Parkland and some of the other top athletes in the Lehigh Valley region.
We opened up the pass game late in the season, like a couple games ago, and that just opens up our running game even more. And our defense, we've just been strong from the get-go, and we're just getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Defense, we've been together since middle school, and I know we have a great chemistry, so I know that we always get the job done and everything like that. We're just a great team. We work well together, and we don't have any really all-stars on defense, but we all work well together and get the job done.
We've been playing together since JV football, since South Parkland football back in the days, and we just learned each other, I guess, and we learned how to work with each other and really get the job done out there.
First half of the season, I felt we played pretty decent, not to our capability, but we let a couple games slip away on the defensive end, and we're just going to try to get back in the playoffs and get those teams back.
I think the biggest things the team has to focus on in the next few weeks are the defensive line needs to stay low. We need to stay with our coverages too. And for offense, I think our offensive line just needs to stick with the blocks and let our skills do the work.
The key for victory against Freedom, we need to play better defense. We got to stop the run for sure. We can't allow 55 points again in a game. It's our third time this year allowing 50-plus points.
We need to improve. We need to not have as many 3-and-outs. We need to execute more on offense. And the key to beat Freedom is to execute on offense, be able to run the ball.
I think our season's going really well. All the girls have improved greatly from last year. I think every single one of us has made improvements, not only personally, but as a team as a whole.
I'd really like to get through districts pretty far into it, because last year we made it to first rounds, and I'd like to do a lot better and go further.
I really want to make it to districts and maybe even states. And then a goal for myself is I'd like to work my hardest and maybe beat the record for goals at our school.
You can catch more of these sound bites plus more high school fall sports interviews by watching recent editions of Sports Talk through RCN On Demand or on the Morning Call website. And finally today, quick reminder, you can catch RCN Sports Talk presented by the Morning Call each week when I'll be joined by co-host Keith Groller. All right, now you guys have gone too far. That is some seriously scary. Sports Talk airs live Thursday at 7 p.m. on RCN-TV. Until next time, I'm Chris Michael.